mankind as seen from space. We now live in an interconnected world of breathtaking complexity, forged by game-changing innovations thousands of years in the making. Innovations that have led us to build an intricate web of networks, allowing us to thrive. Now, for the first time, we can visualize the invisible bonds that link us together. This is the story of how our ingenuity shaped the modern world, and how we'll use it to secure our future.
No longer do we find work in the countryside as farmers. Suddenly, work and opportunity is located in the city, in the factories that are transforming society. We see it in India, we see it in China, we see it in Tokyo. Suddenly you have factory cities like Detroit springing up from 250,000 people to 1 million people in a single decade.
And it's just extraordinary. The whole thing turns on its head. Cities explode.
It took thousands of years for our ancestors to move out of Africa. And it took thousands of years beyond that for a single person to circumnavigate the globe. And today we do it all the time, every day. The car represents freedom, the ability to remake one's life, the ability to find a new job, the ability to live is still dependent on the car. Now suddenly metropolitan regions span for miles, and we're able to live at scales that were completely unheard of, even generations before. It has changed our perception of the world. We can now see ourselves as members of a single society, as members of a single race. What's truly amazing is that we're going to build more cities in the next 40 years than we've built in all of human history.
This massive urban growth is predicted to have a huge impact on our lives. By 2050, getting between our cities means more of us on the move, surging by a startling 600%. Air passengers soar from around 3 billion today to 16 billion, the equivalent of flying 44 million people a day. And the number of cars on the road leaps to 2 billion.
So China today has 250 million of those vehicles and is adding 20 million a year as a middle class discovers it wants the car and the freedom that it conveys. Would I like to live in the future? Which future? Because I don't believe in the future, that there's a single future ahead of us. I want to make the future. I believe we all make the future together. And so I want to live in a future that's even more connected than it is now. I want to belong to a global society that binds us all together in ways where we can achieve our full potential. And I think that future is possible.